everybody, welcome to Monday Morning Must Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld, and here are 3 important things to pay attention to for the upcoming trading week. Now, first and foremost, happy 2022. Probably pretty excited to see 2021 disappear. A thing of the past. Let's move forward, onward and upward to bigger and better things, and there'll be a lot of exciting stuff happening this year. Now, the first week of January is always a very quiet week. Of course, we're coming off the holiday session, which means a lot of people have been on vacation and slowly getting back to work. Some people may take the first full week of January off anyway, make a nice little extended vacation. That said, there are some things happening, so I'm going to start with one that we usually start with. Very quiet the first part of the week, but all of a sudden on one day, we get a bunch of announcements. Let's kick things off with earnings. As you can see, there are 58 companies reporting this week, and it's quiet on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Thursday brings you Constellation Brands, Walgreens Boots Alliance, ConAgra Brands, Bed Bath & Beyond, Lamb Weston, and Schnitzer Steel. And then that's it. So not really the heavy load of earnings that we're normally used to, but there are some pretty big names happening on that Thursday. Now, our next event that's going to be coming up is a pretty important one as well. We take a look at jobs, J to the O to the B to the S. This has been something that the Fed and central bankers have been talking about, saying jobs are critical. We need to have jobs to keep this economy growing. Well, we have had unemployment numbers a couple weeks ago. Let's see what we have for our jobs. Now, the announcement we're going to be looking at is the ADP non-farm employment change. Now, what I have here is a chart going all the way back into 2007. And you can see for 2007 all the way to 2020, it was a fairly flat line. And I'll add a little red line here so we can kind of see the average over time. There's that red line for you, which is right around 200,000 jobs created per month. Now, as we can see, over the past few months, and really since 2020, we've been bouncing above and below that with extremes. Right now, the last number is 534,000 is the recent number, which is well above the historical norm. So now let's zoom in a little bit just on the most recent data. As you can see here, once we zoom into really the tail end of 2020 all the way through the end of 2021, you can see we've had a lot of fluctuations, but there has been a lot of job growth. That ADP non-farm employment number, right now at 534, and I added on that red line to show you what the average has been. That's right around 200,000. So from the Fed's perspective, this looks really good. We're glad to see job creation, new employment opportunities for those that have been hard hit by COVID and the lack of jobs or job destruction. So we're building back. The question is, how will this continue? And when will we get back to our norm that you can see there bouncing along the bottom, right around 200,000? Now that announcement comes out at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, so that'll be before the market opens, and it's a pretty major one. Again, it's going to be a very thinly traded week, so these announcements can have a more amplified effect. Moving on to our final piece, which is the FOMC Meeting Minutes. Oh yes, Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we get a printout really of what the Fed has been talking about. And this is important because there's so much chatter. When we get those FOMC statements, we hear Jerome Powell say, our committee has done this and voted on this, and we get a sense as to what the thought is. But if ultimately, we just get a number. We're going to raise, lower, or keep rates the same, and we'll have a little bit of a talk track. What's important about this one is it's really pulling back the curtain on their discussions. Some people might be out there yelling, oh, we need to raise interest rates. Others are screaming, oh, no, we need to lower interest rates. And then you got some people going, inflation? What are we talking about inflation? I don't know about inflation. And other people screaming, inflation, it's a problem. Well, this is the issue that we want, that transparency, right? We want to have the Fed kind of let us know what they're thinking. We hear Jerome Powell's perspective, but there's other members on that board. And again, these meeting minutes will give us a clearer direction as to what the Fed is thinking, not just about inflation, but jobs, interest rates, and other macroeconomic pieces which could significantly impact our bottom line, our trading results, and market volatility. That, my friends, is your Monday Morning Must Knows. We'll see you next week.